all these days, are they? With all these drip-dry fabrics and driving Toyotas. They're hardly suffering at all, in my view.
Look, we're chucking all the food anyway. Smoke it here.
I'm not smoking it near you.
No, well, I don't want you to get cold.
I don't want you to get cancer.
It's going okay.
They go well together, don't they?
Ren?
I've just given them to you.
No, come here.
Oh. Well, good luck to them. They couldn't make a worse mess of it than I have.
Dolly!
Do you miss your husband, Jean? Miss the company. I'm not cut out for being on my own. If I say something like, I'm a fool, I've left those tomatoes on the back seat, it's just nice if there's someone there going, love you.
Jean, come here a minute.
Tell me they're not all in there. Tell me it's not one of those foreigner cubicle capers. That's all we need to kick off the new millennium, a cracked seat and an overstretched ball cock. What's to do?
I've just found a baby.
No. Where?
On the fire escape.
A baby? Living?
Oh, yeah. I was just going to have a fag, you know. I looked down and there was this car seat with a little baby in it, with a hat on.
How old?
Little. Newborn, maybe. I don't know.
This is happening more and more. It's these novelty condoms. They're not up to the job.
We better phone the police.
A little baby. What a stupid thing to put on a fire escape.
How about that dark girl on reception? She looks just the type to have an unplanned baby and leave it on our fire escape.
You don't even know her.
No, but I've seen her picking at a pasty. That was quite revealing.
It's got to be one of us. No one else knows Tony smokes out there.
So we're back to Twinkle.
He's awfully dark.
Then we're back to Anita.
Got hold of the police, finally. They're sending a squad car, taking him to hospital.
Who was Twinkle going out with 9 months ago?
April. That's when we had the decorators in.
Well, Twink did have a thing with that dark one, Paul. Do you remember? She kept coming in smelling her turps.
Oh.
What are you thinking about, Jean?
Oh, Keith coming to see us in the hospital after Lisa was born. I woke up and he was in tears, bent over the little cot. She's the most beautiful baby I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, he was bent over the wrong baby. It was a big plug ugly thing belonging to the woman in the next door. He was a lovely father.
We're all getting a bit gloomy.
Well, it's that sort of a night, isn't it? Looking back, regrets, wondering.
What do you regret then, Stan?
I failed to appreciate the full potential of the crosshead screwdriver. I was publicly pretty scornful, to be blunt. I still wake up sweating about it even now. How about you, Jean?
Oh, I wish Keith and me could have sorted ourselves out a bit better.
It wasn't worth it, Jean. You're a fine-looking woman. You won't go lonely.
Oh.
Oh. Where do you stand with regrets, Dolly?
Well, I wish I'd kept all the fluff out of the fluff filter on my tumble dryer.
Why?
Well, think how much fluff I'd have now if I'd done that. And grandchildren would have been nice, if we're dealing in home truths.
Stephen doesn't have any children.
No, he's not married. He shares a flat with a marine biologist, Marcus. They collect unusual teapots.
Do we clear up, doll, then make a move? Do you want to hold the bin bag open for us, Stan?
Do you know, that's the best offer I've had all day.
Bren, I'm sorry, but you haven't thought it could be Tony's baby?
No, it couldn't, because of all that chemotherapy he's had. He's, what's the word? I always want to say infrequent, infertile.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nah, doesn't matter. I'm 42 anyway. I wasn't likely to... I mean, I'm lucky, I think, what I have had this Christmas. Anorak, been on a plane, Been with Tony. Babies were just something other people had, you know, like fondue sets. But it's quite hard, isn't it, when you sit this near to one and think you never have one? It's quite hard.
Hello? Police? Up the stairs! Visitor. Keith.
Hey, I come in peace.
Oh, yeah.
I got stuck on the flyover going into town. Left the car, had a walk round. Saw the lights on. Brent, Tony, lovely to see you all. Lose more than your wife when you split up.
Now, you should have thought of that before you ran off with a lipless Welsh vegetarian.
Hey, I'm standing on no legs here. Not a leg to stand on. Though, to be fair to Bronwyn, she does eat chicken. What a great place this is, Jean. I often think of you. And when I do, I picture you in here.
Well, we were just going, but you can have a drink if you like.
No, I'm not going to intrude. But I'd love to drink your health another time, Jean. Just to wish you all the best in the world. And hope that, well, maybe when a little more time's elapsed, you may feel able to carve out some kind of new relationship with me.
Well, we go back a long way, I suppose.
I drove past Rocks Road today, Jean. So many memories. Lisa in her playpen in the garden. Me struggling with that crazy paving.
Oh, yeah.
Then moving to 72. Have you changed it much?
No, I haven't changed it at all. You can come back with me if you like. See for yourself.
Oh, that's a lovely idea, Jean.
We could have a drink. You could always sleep on the sofa.
No, I'll not impose myself. I don't think that would be right. But what I'd very much like to do, if I may, is put my back seats flat and then I can take away the wallpaper table.
Say that again.
Well, it's silly to buy a new one.
Get out.
I'll deal with this. 1, you don't treat a female woman like that. 2, I'm throwing you out of here now. And 3, you wouldn't get a wallpaper table in your car because even with the seats down, it's got a woefully pitiful cubic capacity.
Coming in here, talking about Lisa's playpen. I thought maybe he was just thinking about us getting back together.
Jean, I have to say it. Excuse me, Dolly, don't listen to this. Keith is an arsehole.
I know, but you can get used to that in a person.
He once made a pass at me, Jean.
Did he?
Oh, I didn't get anywhere. I was in a wraparound cardigan.
He tried it on with me once, actually.
And me. Sorry, last Christmas.
And me. Only joking.
Well, happy flaming New Year.
That's him on his way.
Oh, thanks, Stan.
Flyover's open.
Oh, are you going to wait for Tom then, Philippa?
No, I'll go home. Can you tell him, Bren?
I'll tell him.
Shall I drop you back, Jean? See you safely to the door?
Well, you can come through it if you like. I've got a box of wine in the fridge, I think.
We could have a Minnellium drink, couldn't we? See the old year out, a couple of pals.
Well, what a night. Happy New Year, Bren. Happy New
Year, all the best.
You deserve one.
A couple of pals.
Eh?
Stan. Barry's been kicked into touch and he's after being the next man in. Crafty sod. It's a canteen romance. This'll keep us going for weeks, this will. Come on.
What?
I'm not an idiot. I know you're upset.
I'm not.
Look, I've been married, you know. I recognise the signs. Talk to me, eh?
I don't know what it is.
Is it me?
No, you're great.
Was it the baby?
Well, it was the baby, and everyone talking about what they wish they'd done, and what have I done? Bugger all, really, do you know what I mean? I've just kept it all really... I don't mean predictable. I've just kept it all to what I could manage.